Abusua mo bibi akwaba pambra 2K News and Blogs eso abusua ya baba betena se na chese agengen nsema hodo a ekoso various political parties e Ghana ase na abusua me sa kan fu bi a ta be drop e dia maye nyina na ansa na meso so darba obune ndi kwa so nya subscribe ya na wa subscribe ya ma wi a Philippines on so be che wadwen e comment section ensem no de ho tie be kenkan de ama wi a no a share mo fofon so nya sanse mu nchi mu paye se de be ya bibia betimi ai kama kama empese mkase bo opinion ko Inquity Sansi Munchi Mupay Emra.
Mino also breaky 8. Yes, so I your opposition yes a so you can imagine that right now tension is very high. Nonetheless, no, Ghana for nipa bako. Inti I was say making sure say I will be we must not allow the politics or the partisanship to divide us on any lines of violence ma obia continue because Ghana is this beloved country and we do not want to allow it to be compromised by anything.
Edwa bia no abona se de yesi ma wabo amafo mo bo wabasonye enafo say problem a wo beto ye solutions a wo maye any baby a wadu
yeah I'm say okay monko for AEBB I ho asylum down na bridge na wo hono near snaps ho na nkrofo nkola omko akra ni won ma yedwuma nyinra efa hono sa bridge we dona Chese a hona na se insio to one of my was Sahara Park Ninano, a hona omofa edi free hono. Now I remember making a complaint about that. That was before the assembly election last year. Metro me send a complaint, me send videos, no say assembly and yes one more fe many assemblyman na wo hono. We actually work together and I provided the resources, made sure say engineer now will be oversee we know every assembly no because I didn't want them to come up with a reason to not allow the project. In spite of all of that, no, almost by the police for my instructions so we enjoy Jumano. I'm telling you.
Adia womono enya momo buano.
Yes, exactly. Yes. So to at some point, eventually we managed to finish the project and now the people are able to use it. Well, sometimes you ask yourself, say, are we trying to help the people or not? Because I'm very clear on standards. Half and half. Now when you're quite it was not the right standard because people's lives will be endangered if that bridge is not done properly. So other bridge a ring road. Ring we says so cross the ring road from a ringway ebefa a trotro ring road now. That is a bridge that you use. And also mena meye because it was a problem for pedestrians. Now one thing is every time semenya a street lights need cleaning equipment many assembly members a friend saying colleague around electoral areas 11 me no mushia just to understand some of their challenges because I believe the best form of governance is when you have a collaboration between myself and the assembly and what I've done repeatedly is to make presentations now Zoko schools a lot of the schools are lacking in furniture Osu Salem
okay.
Yes now Osu we have a Teacher Mota as well was one of the schools that benefited from furniture because they really had a lot of things that they didn't have. I had news at the Braka side no so presentation said the schools now Osuno could actually come for them because that's where the directorate is, education directorate. Now the Braka cluster of schools as well, we made donations there. In fact, to most of the schools because what I do is I go and inspect the basic schools. Now many a circuit supervisors more impending for and a call round because it's important say one of my council education directorate understand that I'm not trying to bypass or undermine them. Whatever I'm doing is to support what they do. I make sure say I maintain a very good relationship with
because the bridge day.
Yes.
So what said that
in spite of, because at the end of the day we must deliver. We must deliver on results. Inti said nipa kono ye mesa krapo me no be kon, but I will still work with them because ultimately the people must not suffer because enyame party na wo power so dey. And this is the Osu Maternity Hospital. Equipment I dey call her includes the UV light, ne cot no, ne electrophoresis machines, ne ultrasound machines, ni na dey call her. That was also procured by myself through the fund to make sure say one of my alcohol no, because I went on the tour of the clinics as well, and that was one of the complaints that they had, that they don't have a means to do the blood tests on the newborn babies, and some of them are jaundice no. They have to transfer them to other hospitals, but if they have the equipment, they omit me and kolano ho. Ni Doppler machines ni na for antenatal checks no normally so I will say one a kolano heartbeat, and the Doppler machine is what you use.
So how did you come to appreciate more problem? Now we didn't so compare one side where do woko mon China woko di nkomo ansa
ane say yes and yes you cannot actually make provision for what is important.
Strategy yes
and no na make no, because ultimately you must find out what it is that people need. Want me ent na baby wa fa adwen say encro electoral area no we No, you must do that kind of engagement. Into all of this is based on a needs assessment. Now, health screening na fibiano, it's also based on that. Me a doctor by profession. Into health is something I take very seriously. Into I know say a lot of people who have a lot of health challenges. No, quite hospital, whether for financial reasons, mostly. Into your health screening now, you're the doctors now you're the pharmacists home with the free medication. Said the so it's like a mobile hospital. Whether it's glasses or we make sure we see everything through to the end, and we don't send you to go and buy drugs. You get the medication there, whatever is prescribed just to make sure say we are closing that whole cycle of health. Now odona a market no say enka a say no saying so to na attention. Oh my god, I am man no te ho wo that is a say yes, wow, yes. And unfortunately waiting for the assembly to act and also and I raise funds and I did truckloads of gravel just to make sure say they are at least operating in a slightly more dignified environment. Yes.
So imagine
now, even with that, no say and from a boca Caribbean, not just a food trono, round. What do we need? Honestly, one more break. And I go there all the time, so wow. I know, but sometimes you wonder because and until now sometimes I speak about this issue of good governance because I'll show you a local governance system. Let me quickly speak about this. We know a plastics to fuel project University of Ghana and French embassy just say and no you seen the empoano Osu which is where this is the final when plastics are bottles ne sachet water no so all the goods machine you get petrol, diesel, cooking gas, and you can get charcoal from the bottle tops. Indeed, this was a project we wanted to create a different kind of like a circular economy around plastic waste because there is a benefit to it, but it's about making the community benefit from so that they understand the direct link between keeping the environment clean, clearing the